Hey my friend, in this lesson I'm going to show you how to play this mysterious and weird sounding chord that we call the minor major 7 chord, because when you're thinking about it, there are only 4 combinations of thirds and sevenths that we can have in the same chord. You can have the major third with the major 7th, which creates a major 7 chord. We can have a minor third and a minor 7th, which we call a minor 7 chord. We can have a major third and a minor 7, which creates a dominant 7 chord. And those 3 chords are really common in all the songs you're hearing. But there is a forgotten 4th one, which is the minor third with a major 7th, which we call the minor major 7 chord. And when you're hearing a chord like this, most often you don't know what to do with it because it's very dissonant and you don't know how you could write songs with it. So in this video, I'm going to give you many examples and ideas on how to use that infamous minor major 7 chord. So let's start by just looking at a few chord shapes that you can play if you don't know any of them. So the first one I was playing was this one. I'm going to do it on C minor every time. So it's like playing a C major 7. But we have to lower the top note on the 2nd string 1 fret down, and it does. That voicing right here, I prefer to play that one instead. So the 5th of the chord, which is here, I just put it 1 octave higher, so it changes nothing to the chord functionally, but it's just more comfortable and more balanced to me. So either like this or like this. If we keep the same shape here and we slide it up to the 11th and we play the C as the root note on the 4th string here on the 10th fret, you have another voicing like this. Another that I like from the 6th string is like this. Right? So it's better if you use finger picking when playing a voicing like this to be able to easily avoid the 5th string and the 1st. I mean, you could play the 1st if you want, but it's just gonna be more dissonant because of the interval right here from the 4th to the 1st string. So I prefer to play it with 4 strings. So like this. Yeah. So you have many different voicings. Of course, we could like invert those voicings like this, but the goal of this lesson is to inspire you on how to use it. If you want to explore more inversions of it, you can go forward and do it. So how can we play it musically? First of all, we could play it with the harmonic minor scale. If we analyze all the notes of our minor major 7 chord, we have the root, the minor third, the perfect 5th, and the major 7. And there is one minor scale that has all of these notes, and it's the harmonic minor scale. So that means that this chord right here could be considered a root chord of a song in harmonic minor. So you could just vamp that chord, or like I do, like I like to play big effects like this with a volume pedal. And then you could create a melody or improvise with your C harmonic minor scale, like. So it's really cool. It's a kind of ambience that we don't think about using very often. It could make something different to the songs you're usually making. And if you've seen my video on augmented chords, I'm going to put it in the upper cards if you haven't seen it, you see the similarity between a chord like this, right? And the shapes I'm showing you in that video. So if I take the same notes up top, but I play the root note here on the 5th fret of the 4th string, we have an augmented chord. And if I add the C at the bottom, it now creates the minor major 7 chord. So those chords are closely related. So you could in fact play a C minor major 7 chord. And then the third chord in your harmonization, that would be from E flat like this, you could play an E flat augmented. And that would be awfully close, right? If I change the E flat to a C, we get the same shape, right? So you could play C minor major 7 and E flat augmented and add like little, I don't know. I have a little loop that I have made, and you will see that it sounds even better to improvise in harmonic minor with that. So you can have a lot of fun with this concept to play the minor major 7 chord and augmented chords in harmonic minor. The second way to use it is really classic and cheesy in a way. It's to end the song. You use the minor major 7 chord at the end of your song to add a mysterious note. That is something that is being done in James Bond and the Pink Panther and many theme songs, especially if you want to do detective music or something like this. So usually they're going to add a ninth in the voicing. So a really classic voicing is like this. So since it's in E minor, you could open the 6th string. So in many versions of the James Bond theme, that's what it's going to end with. Same thing with the Pink Panther, right? If you are a fan of Pixar, like my girlfriend, the movie Monsters, Inc. ends with a chord like this also. So it's a really nice way if you want to make detective music. This is the chord that you have to end with. It's just a mysterious touch at the end. You could use the minor major 7 chord as a suspension, like you don't stay on it, but you just resolve on its same minor chord. That's something that J.S. Bach used to do, something like a... Right? So you just play the minor major 7 chord, and then you resolve the dissonant major 7 to the root. And that's something that you could do in your songs, like just start from that little dissonance that we call a suspension or an appoggiatura, and start your little theme like this. I don't know. So it's a really nice way to use it. Another way is to use it as a passing chord, and this is something that's been used a lot in rock and pop music. The best example is Stairway to Heaven. What is the second chord right here? Do you recognize that color, right? It's exactly our minor major 7 chord. So if the open 5th is the root, then we have the major 7th, the minor 3rd, the 5th, and the 9th of the chord. So that's the James Bond chord, right? So it's used a lot in Stairway to Heaven. If you've seen my video Top 10 Chords from the album Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd, once again you can click here if you haven't seen it. In the song Us and Them, we have this little D sus2. And then the third chord, it's exactly this. It's a D minor major 7 chord. So you could use it with a pedal point. A pedal point means that you keep the same bass note for all chords. So in that case, we keep the D at the bottom. It's used a lot in progressive rock, so that was a nice way to use it. And then the Beatles are doing that very often also. For example, the song Something, right? They're gonna start the song in C major, right? So, something in the way she moves. So it's already a chromatic movement inside, right? C major 7, C dominant 7 to have the ba, ba, ba. But it's not a minor major 7 because we are in a major key. But then in the chorus, I don't want to leave her now. I know I believe in how. This part right here, so it's like, it's an A minor, and then it's an A minor major 7 as a passing chord, and then, and D after, right? So using it as a passing chord is a really classic way, that little that we hear in many songs. There's a reason, because it works so well and it's really beautiful. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. If you want to go further with me, I have a free course for you on my website on spread triads. So if you don't know how to play spread triads on the fretboard, you should check out my free course. It's 45 minutes of video lessons. You can download the chord charts, the exercises. I'm showing you muting techniques with the chords, ways that I use it to write my songs. So it's really, really valuable. If you don't know how to play spread triad, you should check it out below. It's totally for free. It's my gift to you for watching my video until the end. If you liked all the little tips on how to use the minor major 7 chords, you can give a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. So I hope to see you next time on my next video. Until next time, au revoir.